So guys, today I just want to have a little chat. My husband is not home. He went out to the museum with the boys, and I was thinking to myself, this is my moment to just share this. So if you watch my videos, you've seen that I've taken some of the videos down, the previous videos that I did, because I just wanted to do something. And I wanted to take a break, and but I felt like I posted them early, and I was like, okay, let me take a break. If you watch the video that I took down, but if you watched it earlier, you know that I was talking about how I thought that I was pregnant and something was going on in my body and I was not feeling well. The Bible one that I took down. And by the way, a lot of you have been asking me, are you gonna put back that video that you made about how you read the Bible? The answer is yes. I'm just gonna do it in a more organized way, because I did it when I was sick, and I was like, okay, I didn't go into details because when I saw the comments, I felt like I needed to go into details. So I didn't want to leave it there. So I took it down so that I'll come up with a good detailed one. So I was not feeling well. It started on the 24th. I was not feeling very well on the 24th. And then I was supposed to get my cycle on the 23rd. And I missed the 23rd. I was like, okay, I'm never late. This is me tell you. When it comes to my period, I am never late. I'm always on time. I thank God that He's made my body to be always on time. Like when the science says 28 days, it's always 28 days. And if I take it to 29 or 30 days, that's I can do that, but it's very rare. So the 23rd, nothing came. The 24th, nothing came. And then on the 25th, on Christmas Day, I was very convinced that I'm pregnant. And my husband was like, yeah, let's wait, because I'm that person. Let me know if you can relate. I'm that wife that will, when she knows that is the time for pregnancy, that I'll buy pregnancy tests. I did that before I was pregnant with the twins. I did that when I was pregnant with Michael. And my husband got to the point where he's like, you know what, no more pregnancy tests. You need to live your life, and if you are pregnant, we'll see you by your belly. He likes to jokingly say that. And on the 25th, I was like, I actually think that I'm pregnant. He's like, no, let's wait for a few more days. And we waited, and then on the 26th, and on the 26th, nothing. And I knew then that I'm pregnant, 100%. I mean, 100% with my body. And this was funny. I was feeling nauseated. I was feeling all the feels for pregnancy. Like, I don't know whether it was my mind, but I was feeling all the feels for the pregnant woman. And then I took the pregnancy test. And my husband agreed to buy me the pregnancy test because I was very, very late. And I took the pregnancy test, and I was still sick. And that was the around time that I made that video for the Bible reading of how I read the Bible, and how I read the Bible, like my plan of how I read the Bible to understand it. That was the time. And then I bought the digital one because I didn't want the lines one, because sometimes with the two lines you have to check, is it positive or is it negative? And it came out negative. And I was extremely disappointed, and not only that, I was concerned, like, why am I this late, and what is going on in my body? Can women tell me in the comments below if they have related to this, because I have to share this to see if I'm not the only one that really came late and I was convinced. And I don't know what is going on. Hopefully in the next month, I don't know, hopefully the next month it will be good news. I don't know. But what I'm saying is that I took the pregnancy test, and I had to take it 2 weeks or so from YouTube. I mean, when I say 2 weeks, I mean from posting, because I've been making some videos. And the pregnancy test came negative, but I was abnormally late. Something that has never happened in my life. And I still don't know what's up with that. And I'm still, even now, still thinking about it, and still thinking about how can I be that. And with all those, I don't know. I've been feeling so, to be honest, I've been feeling so, I don't know, under the weather. Not sick. I think sick is under the weather. I've been feeling so not motivated. This year for me did not start with a very positive vibe. I mean, I had New Year's resolution. I was excited, but the moment the year get in, my life started to really be like not motivated, not excited for the year, and I've been feeling so. How can I put this? Okay. Number one, I took down my braids, right? So I was feeling like I received a lot of comments of you guys saying, no, you look so nice with the braids. You look so beautiful with the braids. Make sure that you have your braids because you look younger. Because at that time, I was really taking these comments and really liking them. But as the days went by and I'm wanting to take off my braids, I started to feel really like down, that okay, I think I need to get my braids again. So guys, okay, I'm trying to get myself together. I'm hoping that I'm not gonna cry. So as you saw, I took down from YouTube. I just went down from YouTube for 2 weeks now, and I took a little break. I've been recording videos. I'll post it and I'll take it down because I didn't want to deal with the comments. I didn't want to deal with what was going on. I just wanted to take a break to just like get myself together. Okay, let me get back to the okay. So hopefully I'm not gonna cry. So I took a break from YouTube. I posted a video, I'll take it down. I posted a video, I'll take it down. And I was really at one point I contemplated leaving YouTube this year. And as much as it's a nice job, it's a fun job, and it's kind of the thing, the more I get onto YouTube's world and the more I see it, the more I'm like, dang, I cannot relate. Dang, I know, don't get me wrong, I know this is a fun job, I feel so privileged. But as I kept on coming last year, I started to see this image on YouTube that was really not the image that I like. And when I say the image that I like, if you see my YouTube from scratch, it's me just like sharing my life, and with my hairstyle, that this hairstyle, I'll come with worse hairstyle than this, just being myself, because I'm my mom. I'm a stay-at-home mom. If I'm gonna share my life about being a stay-at-home mom, I might as well show how I look like as a stay-at-home mom and not create that image that does not exist for stay-at-home moms. And of course, don't get me wrong, there's stay-at-home moms that look like good, they get their makeup done. I'm that person that doesn't know how to apply makeup in my life to even save my life. So I've never applied makeup. Even on my wedding day, I was not gonna apply makeup until some of my friends told me like, no, you have to put a little bit here. I didn't even do anything to my I did not even like take any hair from my eyebrows. My friend just worked on my eyebrows to just make that my look a little like that, but I said no to doing anything to my eyebrows. That is how I live. I love simple life. But as I kept on being that person, I started to realize that I'm receiving a lot of comments saying, no, you need to get your hair done, you need to get a new wardrobe, you need to change this way and here and there. At first, these comments were not getting to me. Like at first, I consider myself a very strong person. I mean, if I can come to the world and share my life as a double amputee, and of course I receive a very evil comment. Don't let those comments get to me. Like even if someone say, how did you find your husband? I made a video before saying is being a full-time YouTuber worth it, about how someone made a bad comment. But I was positive about it. But there's something about when people comment about your look, as far as your hair, your look up, as far as your clothing and stuff. At first, it doesn't get to me. But if I keep on hearing it constantly, someone saying, oh no, like your hair is not done. Like, for example, my hair right now is done. Like I did my hair. Like I put it in twist. And this is how done it is. Like, this is how I've done it. It's done. And there's nothing I can do to it unless if I take the twist off and then I have to deal with undoing it every single time. But I don't have the time. So I thought to leave YouTube. I was like, okay, this is it. I mean, if people are expecting an image that I don't like portraying, then I'm leaving. I told my husband, I said, as far as this is my job, as far as this is one thing that I love doing. I love sharing my recipes. I like sharing day in my life. I like sharing that life. I was like, you know what? As much as I love that, I'm done. I'm done with this YouTube. I'm leaving it because the comments now are getting to me, are really starting to affect me, are starting to affect my mood, are starting to do that. And I cried. So I'm back. Okay, now finish the video this time. So as I was saying is that I did not have the motivation to come back on Facebook, on YouTube. I thought a couple of times to just leave or to post once a week because I felt like I couldn't relate. The positive comments that I was getting were the comments that were promoting the person I don't want to become. Like for example, Neo, you look so young. Which was very nice. I mean, looking young and everything. It was nice comments about how I look young, how I look beautiful, like with braids and stuff. It was a positive vibe. Yes, I started to really love it. But I'm not the person. I love making braids, but I don't like having them consecutively all the time. And some comments even went to the point where make sure that you keep that look. Always have that look because you look more beautiful than that. And in my head, I'm like, yes, in people's minds, I probably looked more beautiful and stuff. But for example, when I'm working out, tying them and everything, they're heavy and stuff, it was like not a very realistic look. And the consumption of this channel, I was always having my hair that way. Like I was always having my natural hair the way it is. I was not having a new wardrobe the way it is and stuff. And I feel like I was happier on my I'm still happy, don't get me wrong, but I was more free. But the moment I go this route that I don't relate to, I'm like, I don't think I'm free. Like as far as being, it's not me. Like it's more like I'm doing it for the image. And I thought to myself, do I want to continue this? And I was like, okay, this is it. I'm leaving YouTube. I'm done. But I started thinking to myself, like, if I leave YouTube, there are people that actually are OG subscribers that subscribed and loved me when I had the look that I had, the mother look, that my hair is not like to perfection. I'm not buying the most expensive weave. I'm not buying the same style. I don't relate to that one because it is not my life. And I was like, you know what? Let me take a break and come back as the nail that has that hair. And of course I'm booking my appointment to do my hair. It's gonna be like for my protective style, if anything, because I'm suspecting my pregnancy this month, so that even if I'm gonna get sick, I know that I have a protective style and stuff like that. But it's just not gonna be doing it for the sake of being a YouTuber or really relating to people. So guys, I had to take a break. Even when I was posting, the joy that I had was like, you know what, let me take off these videos. If you watch my videos now, the last video that I posted was when I was in Arizona, a day after Christmas, I think. So it's been like 2 weeks or so for really taking a break and thinking about how I'm gonna come back, because I have videos right now that are pre-recorded. And like I said, there's a very big difference. The more I live in America, there's a big difference between living in America and living in Botswana. If you don't know where Botswana is in Africa. In Botswana, I can have this hair and I can have compliments. Like people say, oh, because they look like me. Like it's the hair that is people like me. And the image for really changing your hair and everything is not as big as here. And it has gotten to the point where even your own people that have the same hair texture, they really expect you to look a different thing. And who do I blame? I honestly blame television, and I blame social media, especially Instagram. Because I posted when I was in Botswana, I jokingly told you guys about how I don't consider myself an Instagrammer because I can't relate. That's why for me, the stuff that really thrive on my Instagram are not my pictures, are usually reels, because reels are like videos. If you do not follow me on Instagram, please follow me on Instagram. But my pictures, because I'll come natural like this, I don't have makeup and big eyelashes, I don't relate. And I noticed that my pictures and my videos that are thriving are usually the stuff that I'm showing myself having fun with my kids and stuff. But as far as picture, it will not have as much as engagement. And that's why I really love YouTube more than I love Instagram. Because as much as YouTube is starting to be that little bit toxic like that, it is not as bad as Instagram. And I thought to myself, can I relate to this lifestyle? Can I do? And guess what I do now on Instagram? It's all fun reels with my kids. Okay, I had to get another camera because my camera was heating up. So as I was saying, I just hope that this video is going to encourage you to really know that you do not need to live the way people expect you, but instead you need to live in the way that you know that you are pleasing to the Lord, and you don't have to live like that. This is not just with YouTube and the looks that I look like. This is not only that. People were actually shocked that I live in my mother-in-law's house and my parents-in-law's house. They were saying that it's not for you to get your own space. I believe that. I believe that having your own space and your privacy is good. But I believe that in this kind of setting, there's nothing wrong, because I'm that person that does not believe in getting into too much debt and paying, getting into the mortgage thing. I've talked about that topic in one of my videos. But there's a lot of expectations, and I noticed one thing. The moment you get to the image of the expectations, the moment you get into debt. And this is why I actually read a study that explained that an average American, they cannot take $1,000 emergency debt. Like, for example, if they were to have $1,000, like they don't have right now, they don't have $1,000 to just be hanging there, and just if we were to just get them and say you need to pay this $1,000, it is gonna actually get them into financial problems. And when I was looking at that, I learned something very, very interesting that I learned when I was growing up, is that because I grew up not rich, and I'm so happy that I did not grow up rich, and that's the image that I'm telling my kids to, that you know what, don't live according to the expectations. Because when I was growing up, I knew that I did not have stuff. I'm that person that wears the same outfit all the time. Like, when I say that, even my kids, and not only that, God will put you with the right spouse. My husband, exactly the same. I shared a video before of my husband, actually me buying clothing for my husband, and he bought the same pants. And I say, honey, you bought the same pants. People are going to say you're wearing the same thing. And he said, my husband said, who cares about what people say? And I was the same way. When I started my YouTube channel, I wear the same outfit. For me, as long as it's clean, I'm fine. But I kept on doing that. I kept on doing that. Then again, as I'm doing that, I'm receiving the same comment all the time. Let me tell you, people like to say, well, I'll never let any comment get to me. Be a YouTuber and get into YouTube 1 year and tell me if that's the case. This is why we block people. This is why we delete comments. This is why we'll never let anything. Some people call them what do they call it? It's criticism that it's called criticism that makes you better. What is it called? People call it constructive criticism. Let me tell you, it's not a constructive criticism. When someone is wearing clean clothing and they took a bath and they look clean, to tell them that they need to change those clothes. It's not constructive criticism. Because constructive criticism is, for example, if you are doing something to construct me, you are not doing something to make me get into trouble. When I say trouble, I mean something like debt and everything. So I was like, you know what now? It's time to take a break. If we need to leave, I would leave. And then I'll focus on I have another channel that is just always on finance with my husband and stuff. That channel is fun because I'm delivering the value of how to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, how to get this. No one will come back to that channel and say, no, actually you need to change that outfit. Guess what? What they came for is 1,000 subscribers. But here's the problem about being a homemaker, about everything. People expect you to look like the other rest of the club. And one of the things that the rest of the club look is like they have their hair done and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that you understand that there's a reason as to why God created us in different looks as far as skin tone. And there's a reason as to why God created us in different textures. the straight thin hair does not mean that it's more it's nicer than my kinky hair. That someone made a comment that it defies the laws of gravity. If you see it, I can just like do it, it will not stretch out down. It just it doesn't fall down. It's like this hair, like it defies the laws of gravity. There's a reason as to why God created that way. That does not mean that it's uglier than the other. I know that the teachings of evolution and the teachings of everything has really made this narrative even stronger. And not only that, the media and the Hollywood, they have not helped this narrative. And when it's coming from you, the same person that looks like me, it makes it even harder. I understand when it's coming to someone that has not been taught, like the person that has the straight hair and stuff, like is not like having the same hair as me. Not that I understand it, but I would rather take that comment from that person because they are not more educated. But if your hair looks like mine and it is created like mine, and you are telling me to go and get a synthetic type of hair to validate my look and to validate my image, that is where it really affected me. And that is exactly why I cannot relate to the image of Instagram. Instagram is I love Instagram. I go on Instagram, but the whole clan of Instagram that get the likes, that gets everything, is the beautiful models. I feel like Instagram is for models. That's how I see it. If I was to take a picture right now and I look like this, people are gonna be like, oh, why did you take off your braids? I mean, I can do an experiment right now. People be like, oh no, why did you do this? Why did you do this? And man, I'm like, guys, that is the problem of the narrative. The braids are not my real hair. The makeup is not my real look. New clothes are not my real person. I know I said, I know I cried. I don't cry in my videos. I never cry in my videos. But I thought to myself, this is my job. And I have people that love me. I have people that subscribe since day one. I have that. And now it's back. Now with her hairstyles, I mean, I'm gonna braid it because I suspect pregnancy this month. But if I'm not pregnant, glory to God. If I'm pregnant, glory to God too. But I noticed that when I was sick with the twins, I could not have this hairstyle because the products were smelling for me. So I want to prepare myself just in case I'm pregnant or something like that, so that I'm ready. But you know what? I'm back, and you are not gonna see a lot of fashion videos unless they're coming from the thrift store. I don't thrift though. I'm not a thrifter. But I'm gonna be one of the same. You're not gonna see try on haul. You're not gonna see those type of stuff. They are fun when I'm recording them, but as I keep going into my journey and in my career, I start to realize that they are fun and nice, but people expect that. And I love simplicity. I love having the same outfit. I mean, I don't know if I can show you. Where's my tone? You see, I love this. I love having this tone and no one pointing it to me. I love that. I love the simplicity and the creativity, and what matters, as they say, is the content. If people expect me to have that nice wig, it's not gonna happen. And I just had to come here to rant and cry. Don't speak negative of the things that you are. If you're a black person, don't speak negativity of the dark-skinned black people. If you have kinky hair and you see someone having kinky hair, don't speak negative of it, because you are portraying what image that you hate the way you look. So what is the moral of the story? Yes, I was sad. Yes, I cried. Yes, it was crazy stuff. What I'm saying is that I'm coming back to my job with myself, with my hair, with everything, and actually I think that this looks beautiful. But you know what? I'll see you in my next one. In my next videos, by the way, are gonna be with my hair. I'm gonna be posting back the video that I took down about my cooking, and I'm gonna be putting down the stuff that I took down. And I'm hoping that you think hard before you make a comment on YouTube on someone the way they look. You think hard as you think of yourself, because even though I'm that person that think I have a thick skin, this has not made me realize that I do not have a thick skin. I mean, I shed my life without legs, and I've had worse comment than that. But there's something that happens when you keep on receiving the comment all the time. And the question is like, is it worth it to start a YouTube channel? Think twice. And be like, okay, what am I gonna do? What's gonna happen? There are times when the comments can get to you, and don't listen to any YouTuber saying the comment don't get to them. That is not true. It's that they don't share, they don't run to like I do. And this was really needed to be shared. And if I'm pregnant this month, glory to God. If I'm not, glory to God. If I don't look to the image that you expected, it's fine. It's fine. And why am I making this video? I've been reading the Bible more than I've read the Bible. I've started to go to church, the church that we go to 3 times a week. And I've been learning a lot of things and really trying to see the worth. What is the hymn that you sang yesterday? All the way my Savior leads me. And that hymn really hit the right spot, and I was like, this is the time to make the video. If I'm crying, this is gonna be probably the last time you see me crying, unless if something tragic happens. I just had to get this off my chest, and I'm back next week 3 times a week. And of course, the first videos I'll be having braids, and I don't know about the other one. I'm going to do my hair, and I'm going to change my hairstyle, but that is not for the look of YouTube. That's going to be for the look that I'm really trying to have a protective style, so that in case I'm going to get sick with the pregnancy, if I'm pregnant, then I don't have to deal with that, because I learned the hard way with the twins. I don't want to get through that point. Bye guys.